All right. How we all doing, everyone? We're going to make sure that the audio is good to go, and hopefully the game audio isn't too loud, but we're going to have some fun today, as it is a U.S. holiday today, so something a little different, a little fun. And if you can just give me the thumbs up in chat that you can hear me loud and clear, and the music isn't too ridiculous. All right, seems like people are responding, so that's good. That's a good sign. And hello, everyone. Louder. Again, thumbs up. Some saying louder. Okay. All right. Awesome. All right, let's get this show on the road. We're going to do a little bit of gaming today. I'm not the biggest gamer. Most of my time goes to making video content, obviously, in the June 1st world, but sorry, just getting notifications on my watch. How professional of me. Sorry, I just gotta respond to a text real quick. There we go. Okay. Sorry, very discombobulated start. Yeah, we're gonna play some World of Warships. It's like the one game that I play consistently enough that I'm semi alright at. I wouldn't consider myself any decent or a hardcore gamer by any means. I don't play often enough, but it's the one game that I'm alright at. And I figured I'd talk some tornadoes and stuff like that too, obviously, as weather is the main theme of the channel. I'm not sure which ship I'm gonna start with here. I've been kind of working on French battleships lately, so I might start with that. My bread and butter are the U.S. cruiser line, U.S. Des Moines, or USS Des Moines being my favorite ship that I play. Though I haven't had it super long, but could always play my good old USS Massachusetts if we want to as well. But like I said, I've been kind of going up the French battleships lately. Or if we really want to have some fun, sneaky fun, we can go with Japanese destroyers. So yeah, let's start with the French battleship line, and if the gameplay is like too slow or whatever, I'll make it more interesting with some of the destroyer stuff. But for those that are also fellow nautical nerds on the side, I mean, the description says that I'm now a warship channel or something. That's not the case. Most of the videos are still going to be about severe weather, but it's a side thing, and that's why I wanted to, I've had a couple video topics that I've wanted to explore for some time, and the Pearl Harbor video and the Edmund Fitzgerald video are in that vein. There's a couple other nautical weather history videos that I want to do, Typhoon Cobra in particular, which will be a topic at some point. So, yeah, well, Void Player 20, World of Warships sponsorship one. That's like the one I would love to do, a World of Warships sponsorship if they would be so gracious, and I would do it on a Typhoon Cobra video if they are listening, or the people that know them are watching. Hello. I like weather and warships, and I play your game frequently, so what a better matchmaking. Me being a small tornado channel, do you have any advice for me? Just be passionate about the topic. I don't know if I have any direct YouTube specific advice. I mean, I'm not the biggest YouTube stats guy around. I know enough that to be decent at it at the moment, but I say decent, relatively speaking, I guess, given that tornado niche is a smaller niche in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, as long as you're passionate about it and you're not like, you're being genuine in your approach. I mean, there's obviously going to be there's been a lot of like kind of AI based channels popping up lately because the tornado niche hits, and those ones obviously are never going to get anywhere because people can see right through them if they're not genuine. So that's kind of my hope. Oh, what are the teams at? I was just making sure that there's not any crazy all right, my little live cam placement isn't too crazy, is it? Let's do this. There we go. Is that a little better? Obviously I'm gonna be playing the game, but feel free to throw questions in the chat and stuff like that, and I'll do my best to answer them as I go. I see a question here about Greenfield. Oh, I guess another advice topic for a smaller channel or a small is Void player had a good point. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Be original and kind of have your own twist on things. So that's something important. Let's see. Do you think the Greenfield tornado was an EF5? I do not. It had EF5 intensity, but the damage indicators that are traditional damage indicators were not EF5 quality or whatnot, given the precedents and stuff that's been in place now. So by the technical definition of the scale, no. I mean, obviously I did the damage analysis video on Greenfield where there were a couple things that I pointed at that you could use for EF5 argument. Obviously like the parking stops that I had talked about. You could question whether or not my methodology was 100% correct or whatnot there, but ultimately, oh, I'm already detected. That's not good. That means a destroyer's out here. Oh, or a submarine, I guess. Alright, let's keep sailing and see if anyone shoots at me. Oh, there's a sub. Okay. Alright, well. There's a submarine over there. Or those aren't submarine torpedoes. Those are destroyer. Those are destroyer torpedoes. So there's a destroyer watching me right now that I can't see. Awaiting instructions. Yeah. So what I was getting at was that like how Joplin could be considered
torpedoes astern.
The Joplin parking stops were talked about as EF5 damage indicators. So all right.
Get back.
See if the Alabama's moving any more forward than need be. It's not really moving that much. Right. Great, he wasn't moving. Oh jeez, my poor New Mexico's over here is about to get absolutely torched, and he's getting focused out, and I'll be next. So we're gonna swing it back this way. Okay. See if I can answer another question here. I saw one that was interesting. Do you have a day job as a structural engineer, or have you been starting to do YouTube full time? So I've been doing YouTube now full time for the past. Don't hit my Citadel. Thank God. I've been doing YouTube full time now for about 4 or 5 months now. I started doing this full time in August, and so I got to be completely transparent here. And then there's going to be an uptick in sponsored videos. So I just wanted to mention that because I don't want. I mean, I've done all right thus far, but I want to like grow the channel more. And like, yeah, it's great to cover bills and stuff, but like, I want to be able to, you know, do more expansive projects and stuff like that. So I'm going to just be starting to accept more sponsorships and stuff. So if it looks like I'm appearing as a sellout, please understand that it's in the name of making better content. Alabama, no one's focused on me. This is like really weird, but I'm going to turn now. Well, nobody's aiming at me. Let's see if I can throw a couple pot shots at the Alabama here. Oh, Sinup was waiting for me to turn.
Attention. Reporting the target position. Torpedoes to starboard.
Oh.
Torpedoes astern.
Oh boy. I'm gonna eat a couple of these torps, aren't I? I'm gonna eat one. No. No. Oh, off the paint of the boat. Oh, the torpedoes missed me. Thank goodness. Yeah, that destroyer is real. All right, the destroyer doesn't see me anymore. That's good.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Let me see. I have a cool thing that all people know. The Evan Fitzgerald, my dad, was born 5 days after it sank, and also at one point, I had the entire song memorized. I also thought about recording a cover of the Edmund Fitzgerald, but that would take a little bit too much of my time to do like a full like cover, and it's like the return on an investment on it would not be ideal or not be well. This submarine needs to die before he starts shooting at me. Oh, that submarine just got deleted. Oh wait, no he didn't. He's still alive. And he's gonna be stalking me. Oh. That cruiser looks very crunchy right now. Except he's gonna be... I'm getting focused down by the... Oh boy. This is gonna be a problem. Come on.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes astern. Awaiting instructions.
Oh jeez. I might be boned, guys.
Torpedoes to port.
My team's not doing well. And walls of torpedoes and other ships are coming at me. This is not good. Let's see if I can hit this.
Awaiting instructions. Torpedoes to port.
What the heck? What the actual heck? Oh, I am so dead, guys. I am so dead.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly. Enemy destroyer sighted.
Yeah, my steering's stuck, my turret's destroyed, and I'm flooding. I'm so beyond dead. And my turrets can't keep up with the turn. Come on. Oh, I'm dead. That's it. Goodbye. Anyway, let me answer some questions now. I'm going to catch up on a couple of the... Finding your niche is very important with creating content, videography, specific content, personalized style, and editing. Yeah, I agree with what Void Player's saying there. Can't be a copycat of someone else. You got to come up with your own shtick, which is perfectly fine. You know, you can make videos about tornadoes, but you got to come up with your own angle. Like for me, I do like the damage stuff on the side, and I've kind of always had like a more interesting approach to videos, and I don't do just pure like mini doc stuff. I do like like more conceptual based videos and stuff, like the Tornado Alley one, for example. Like, and those are my favorite types of videos to make. The EF5 video, the storm chasing safety video, Like those are like the videos that are like my favorite to make. I want a AAA class tornado chasing open world game for. Yeah, I think just like a triple S tornado, like a triple A class tornado open world game. It's a beautiful sounding thing on concept, but like the amount of work that would have to go into it, I don't know if you would get the same return of investment. But Outbreak's fun. I've enjoyed playing Outbreak. Okay, I'm catching up. I've heard that there's with the new. Wow, can't read. I've heard that their new methodology of ranking the ranking the EF5s in 2011 would be EF4s. Yeah, and that's because a lot of the precedents set by more recent EF4s since 2011. Yeah, we lost. Not surprising there. Just reading up. Thank you for answering this. You're 100%. Oh, thank you, Kelsey, for the nice comment there. With I think that was your question that I answered earlier. Anyone who complains about sponsorships of genuine products doesn't understand how the market and monetization on social. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I've had a couple of I've had a number of like sponsorship opportunities over the past several months, and I'm trying to be selective about which ones that I work with. I mean, I've done one sponsored video thus far, and I wanted it to be with a company that I believed in the product in. So I'm trying to, be at least somewhat transparent and, work with, reputable companies and stuff like that. So that's something that I want to. Ethan enjoys making videos that have the comments half filled with people arguing. Yes, I'm not afraid to get away to touch on controversial subjects. I have a video idea that I want to do. I just don't know how I can make it super appealing. I have to figure it out kind of the title and thumbnail to make it an appealing video. But doing the science of contrails from airplanes, and I just know the rage comments from conspirators would be interesting to watch. All the chemtrail theory people in my comments. My watch is speaking to me. Let's play the Emerald. This is a mid-tier, well, a lower tier, I should say. Tier 5 is technically the middle tier, but obviously as you go up further, it takes much more experience to get to the next level. But for those that are familiar with World of Warships, I eventually really want to start playing the tier 10 British cruiser, the Minotaur. That looks like a really fun ship to play. So I started grinding this tree, but I haven't gotten very far, obviously. Emmanuel, this is World of Warships, the game we're playing. I'm a big, so kind of my love for ships and stuff, I should specify, comes from being a big World War II naval geek as a kid. There was a show that aired on History Channel. I was a big fan of History and Discovery Channel. I imagine a lot of y'all were as well, in the mid to late 2000s. And they had this show called Battle 360, and it was on at Friday night at 9 p.m. and I would stay up to watch that show. I think this is 2008 or 9. This show came out, and I would stay up on Friday nights to watch this show. and it was like recalling the history of USS Enterprise, which is like the most decorated World War II fighting ship. So that's where the initial love for it came, and then I started reading up a lot and became incredibly interested in the Pacific theater of World War II. And so a game like this just kind of, it's just a fun way to appease that, fascination. Oh, never apologize for. Thank you, Dixon, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't want to say the one of the sponsorship opportunities, but you you named you named one of them. Make an April Fool's video pretending it's a real video about chemicals being sprayed. You know what's funny? I had a April Fool's video idea. I just didn't have time to do it last year, but I think I'm gonna do it this year. It's gonna be a damage analysis video, but it's just gonna be like a damage analysis of like an EF0 or something. I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, I should probably follow the right flank here. I get a King George V and a Nueve de Julio. Sorry if that Spanish is bad. Massive World War II naval geek currently working on a presentation about the Dutch East Indies. That's a very like underappreciated part of the war, and what happened in that part of the World War II. I'm curious who would ever do collabs with history channels about events where weather was involved. I'd like to. That would be something that I'd be very much open to. How many modern carrier strike groups would it take to defeat the Pacific fleets? U.S. I think honestly one. One man. And I say that because my previous line of work as an engineer was in... I can't talk really in too much depth about it, but it pertained to submarines. So... and the capabilities of a modern naval fleet are vastly superior to anything that we had previous. These torpedo bombers are going to be a problem. Let me see. What's your personal favorite or kind of pet project video you've done? The 10 bullet storm chasing video, like that was a video I started working on like right before I went full time, and then that was the first video I released as like a full-time creator, and that video I think was about a month of work, not like continuous. By the time I was full-time, I think it only took me about a week to wrap it up, but that was a video I had a concept of on the run, and that was like I think one of my favorite videos to date that I've ever made, was the 10 bullets of chaser safety, just because I thought like the concept was really cool, and it was a tribute to Tom Sachs, who's an American artist, who has a thing called 10 bullets. Look up 10 bullets on YouTube and you'll find the video. So the 10 bullets of chaser safety was like a tribute to that almost. So all right, we got a Furitaka and Carchculio. Caracecilio. Assuming that's Italian. My Italian pronunciation I should know because I am. These guys are turning back, and I cannot be the tier 5 cruiser getting absolutely clapped by these guys. Oh, Mitchell, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming to say hi. Enjoy your drive. Hey, June 1st, were you chasing on May 25th last year? I was not out in May last year, unfortunately. My chase, I had some prior commitments in May last year that kept me from chasing in May, so we had to chase the late season, unfortunately. Of all years to miss in a May, that was the May not to miss, because otherwise it would have been there during for like El Dorado and Greenfield and all that. That would have been my usual time of chasing the planes, but unfortunately prior commitments took place, and assuming I have the I knew that was going to happen during that turn. I just got absolutely citadeled. Try to keep... What is this guy doing? I gotta keep this island between me and everything else right now. I think I just gotta focus down this other ship over here, except he's at the very limit of my range. I can't hit him. I'm kind of caught in a pickle here. This guy's gonna be a problem. Unless if I am able to torpedo him. If I'm that close, though, he'll be able to absolutely wreck my life. All right, well, here we go. He's gonna start slewing his guns around. Maybe we can figure this out. Maybe he'll sail into my torpedoes if I let him. Yep, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. All right, duck behind the island.
Fire, fire, fire.
All right. Hopefully we don't get hit with any more high explosive. And we have to camp behind here.
Problem solved, sir.
Let's see how those torpedoes are doing. Oh, those are all gonna miss. All right. I just have to stay alive. And re-heal. Dixon. Serious topic. Did you hear about Allen Media Group firing local TV meteorologists and replacing them with coverage from the Mother Channel? Yes, I have, and unfortunately, that's just like a dark reality of where legacy TV media is going. And unfortunately, a lot of the areas that are impacted are tornado-prone regions. Like I know, like there's parts of like Mississippi that are impacted by this, and a whole host of other things. So. It's an unfortunate reality of where things are at for weather. But that's just where media and stuff is at nowadays, so. What's this guy doing? I forgot I had a smoke screen. This is what happens when I'm switching ships constantly. Oh shoot, I'm dead. I'm so dead. If I can get these torpedoes off, that'll be the only thing saving me. Alright, at least I got fish in the water. Anywho, alright, I'll be able to answer a couple questions. He's gonna turn in and avoid my torpedoes, isn't he? Yep. Alright, well. Anyway. Let me complete my thought. Yeah, legacy media is a dying breed, unfortunately, and I think if you're like a meteorologist that wants to get into broadcast media, and do the traditional thing, I would say if you're still in school, do any sort of class that revolves around like kind of modern, like social, like if you can learn as much as you can about social media and stuff like that, and take the skills you learn in broadcast and apply it in a social media context, because that's the future ultimately, right? You see guys like Ryan Hall and Max Velocity, for example, guys that are thriving beyond thriving, better than what any traditional meteorologist will do. Even some of the national ones, I'd imagine. Actually, well beyond what the national ones are doing. So if you're smart and you want to do broadcast type meteorology, I'm not saying don't go get a degree. I'm all for getting a degree, but I would say take the skills that you are learning now and apply it to a social media context and learn how to brand yourself and stuff like that. That's, I think, the most important thing that you can do when it comes to that. I'm going to catch up on a couple more questions here. Let's exit this battle. Yes. And I'm going to just cut to the live cam as we take a couple questions here. Did you catch December 28th? That was a pretty interesting event. No, I wasn't chasing. Well, I mean, I knew it was happening. I had a couple friends out chasing that day, but I wasn't out chasing. I don't have the desire to become a full-time storm chaser. I would love to have the opportunity to chase more than I currently do. And so basically more than the 2 weeks a year that I do go out there. So I think this spring, assuming that I have, like I said, I'm already taking on a couple new sponsors and stuff to kind of grow the channel a little bit more, but I'm going to be doing a little bit more chasing this spring, maybe, a couple 3 or 4 week trips during the peak season in the plains, and then come back. And I don't know if I'm going to do any streaming or anything like that while chasing. I know that's a huge revenue stream for chasers and stuff like that. And if I do, I don't know. I don't have the desire to be like one of those full-time chaser guys that are chasing every single event, because that's not why I got into storm chasing. I want to enjoy it, and I don't want to have to feel the pressure of, like having to be there for every single event to get every single shot. I just like experiencing beautiful storms and stuff like that, and I like telling stories, or I like telling the story of my adventures. So like chasing like Dixie Alley events and like other like high impact outbreaks and stuff is not really what I want to do. I'd rather enjoy more low end type chase days that have much more photogenic storms, and document my own little journey along the way and make a fun video about it, rather than something dark and depressing and live streaming the people's lives being upended. Like, that doesn't have any appeal to me. So that's kind of my thought there. So it'll be nice to chase more often, but I have zero desire to do like full-time chasing, if that makes sense. So hopefully this spring I'll be able to do, and I have a couple great video ideas with respect to storm chasing, and I want to do some really nice polished video content around some of my chasing ventures and other people's chasing ventures. And so I have ideas. I just need to bring in more funding to make it happen. And so that's why, like I said, there's going to be more sponsored videos in the new year. Hi, Sushi WX. Question: will you make a damage analysis of New Ren 2011? That's one that I've thought a long time about doing a damage analysis on, and I might. I put a feeler out on Twitter earlier because I'm contemplating doing another damage analysis as my next video, and New Ren's a candidate because obviously it's a it's got a kind of a dark history when it comes to its documentation. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. Did I miss any other questions from earlier? Hello, I have a challenge for you when you have a chance. I'm open to hearing it. I don't know if I can guarantee it. I'll go back into live screen mode. Can you play some Tornado GeoGuessr again? I really loved last time. Yeah, maybe we'll play some Tornado GeoGuessr at the end of this. June 1st, 2 questions. Will you make a vid on another Canadian tornado? Potentially. I could do other Canadian tornadoes. There was a couple that I purposely left out of the last one because I just wanted to do 5 tornadoes. I think I did. It was either 5 or 6 that I did in the last one. And Pine Lake was a late cut, and I kept getting ripped for it in the comments. But there's a couple other tornadoes I could talk about from Canada. What's the strongest tornado you've seen? The June 1st, 2011, Western Massachusetts EF3. And that was the tornado that started it all. So, witnessed it rip through my hometown. So that's the strongest one I've witnessed to date. A lot of the ones that I've seen in the plains have been relatively weak, thankfully. Though the Clarkson one this year had some pretty violent motion, and unfortunately hit a farmstead, but obviously not. It wasn't the craziest, strongest. If you had the option to chase in any region, where would it be? I love chasing in western Texas, like the Texas Panhandle, like around like west of Lubbock, into eastern New Mexico. Though the road options really fall off once you get into eastern New Mexico. I like western Kansas, but western Kansas has kind of fallen off in terms of like great tornado activity the past couple of years. So hopefully there's a resurgence there. I like. I have yet to chase Illinois. I've never really had a proper Illinois chase, and I hear it's great. So hopefully I have a chance to chase Illinois, because they have a great gridded road network. And I like chasing South Dakota because South Dakota is just a very beautiful state. Have you seen the historical floodings in Spain a couple months ago? Yes. There's been a lot of interesting events that have happened in Europe over the past couple of years, particularly in flooding. And I've thought about doing some videos on that, but climatologically, I don't know if I have a good enough understanding of the situation in order to make a video on it. Second question: what is your prediction on the tornado season this year? I don't know if I have a prediction yet. I'm not really good with long phase tornado climatology, so we'll see. I'm thinking of going back to college for meteorology or joining the National Guard for meteorology. Thoughts? I always walked through the math center and saw storm photos, feeling the FOMO. I think if you're going to go do a degree in meteorology, I would just say make sure that you have, like, if you're going to take on, like, student loans or anything like that, make sure you have a plan. Like, you have a definitive idea of what you want to do after the fact, and make sure that you make sure it's worth the investment. Like, have a concrete plan ahead of time in order to pursue something like that. That would be my recommendation. I mean, National Guard's a great option too, just because, like, you have fiscal security there, or financial security. I don't think fiscal is the right word there, but have you chased Nebraska? I have chased Nebraska many a time. Oh, the camera's facing the wrong way. Usually the camera's on this side, but because my USB, where my PC is in the USB cord, I have to put it on this side for streaming. But there's a couple photos on my wall from this past year from storms in Nebraska. Very beautiful storms in McCook this year. That was one of my favorite storms that I've ever chased. I just sat stationary for like 3 hours and just watched this beautiful storm during golden hour. It's documented on my chasing documentary from this year, Tunta Storm 2024. The southern snowstorm that's coming up is very interesting too. It's going to be a wild event. I think the ice storm that's pretty much that looks like it's going to unfold across the Florida Panhandle will be the main story out of that event, I'm going to guess. After chasing Helene this year, if there's anything I've learned about the trees of the Texas or the Florida Panhandle, is that they can't handle anything. So they're very weak trees. All right. I'm going to dive into another game here. of World of Warships. Do I play my Des Moines? Actually, no. We're gonna play French Battleship because this is what I've been trying to grind. I've been trying to get up to the Republique, the tier 10 French Battleship. Your video on the Inverness F5 was really awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that because that video was the most effort I've ever put into a video hours-wise, I think. And unfortunately, it really didn't have the appeal that I thought it would. I think that's, like, I tried to make it, I don't know if I put the right branding technique behind it. I might have to work the thumbnail title a little bit, and maybe it'll pop off again at a later time, or it's just an Outbreak so old that it fell out of the kind of knowledge since it's so overshadowed by the Super Outbreak. But that 1971 Delta Outbreak is like a very tragic story of a tornado outbreak that, like, kind of really highlights southern vulnerability of tornadoes, or two tornadoes. I know meteorologists, but given we're in a mild, yeah, now that we're back in La Nina and go back to El Reno Summer about that. Yeah, the ENSO's not like the, it's definitely it's one of the indicators that you can use for tornado climatology, but it's not the full story. A lot of things that also matter are drought across the western United States, and fortunately a lot of drought has been alleviated recently, so that kind of gives me hope that might combat some of that neutral La Nina. I think, though, and that's in talking with, having a couple conversations with Trey over at Convective Chronicles. Obviously, he's one of the people that I go to when it comes to the meteorology of some of the events, and I want to make sure that, granted, I don't go super into the depths of meteorology for a lot of my videos because I find that the biggest drop off on a lot of my videos will be, or on ones that I went more in depth on meteorology. So I've tried to keep it more generalized over the year, or over the more recent mini doc uploads. Do you think there will be an EF5 this year? I don't know. I hope not, because that means that a strong tornado hit a heavily populated area. If that is the case, that's ultimately what it'll come down to. Speaking of outbreaks, have you ever looked at the 1958 Chippewa Valley outbreak? Oh, is that the one that happened like up through like the Mitten? Like it was like kind of like around Saginaw through there. There were a couple of F4s or something. Well, with the Colfax stuff, yeah. Helps if I read the rest of the question. That's a video that I've thought about. Another outbreak that I want to do, just because it's like close to where I grew up, was 1985 outbreak, but obviously a lot of people have kind of looked at that event before. But oh, this cruiser is absolutely asking for it. Oh, these look good. These look good. Oh, they fall short, don't they? Oh, one penetration. Okay, we'll take it. Sub Kelton. Finish your next video. Nah, I'm teasing. Always good to see you, buddy. We're playing some World of Warships today. Oh, these look. Oh, those are gonna hit. One. Ah! Dispersion killed me. Alright, I'm gonna stay behind this island for now until things chill out a little bit, because things are looking a little spicy over there, and I do want to hit that Pensacola though before if I can get some plunging fire on him. Oh, shoot. Those are gonna hit the island. Oh, wait. No, they hit the island. Issei's shooting at me over there. I'm getting a lot of focused. hopefully those high didn't look like he was moving. This guy. See if we hit him. Oh, he's backing up, that's why. I want to see if I can put some plunging fire on the Pensacola here. Or someone. Oh, Perth is absolutely trying to ruin my day. Eh. Let's see. Tornado Alley's not real. You're right. It is a figment of our imagination. You know what's funny? I got a lot of comments that were like, people were like upset that I like had the audacity to like, I'm like, I don't know, don't get mad at me, get mad at the data. Let's see if this Perth is about to feel my pain. 1 penetration. Okay, well, dispersion's killing me right now. And I'm about to be torpedoed by bombers.
Torpedoes to starboard.
I'm gonna eat a couple of torpedoes, aren't I? Yep. Thank God they're airdrop torpedoes, though. They don't hit that hard. Oh, this Fuso is gonna be a problem. I gotta start moving. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna get absolutely lit up in a hot second. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, thank goodness. He thought I was still. That could have been so much worse. I was flat broadside to him. Armor wasn't even angled. Except I lost spotting of him, though. Alright. Oh, we're losing ships right now. But we control caps, so that's a good thing. Alright, this might be stupid. I really do not want to shoot the gap of this island right now. Though I might have to do something here. Nobody's making a push for this cap, though. Alright. I'm going to have to get moving. Oh, this cruiser is about to get its life ended. Assuming I didn't squeeze off. Just deleted him. Nice kill for the boy. Alright. This split needs to die too. He's going to be trying to torpedo my butt. And I do not want to be torped. Oh boy, we're losing ships now. That's gonna be a problem. Oh, I'm at 3/4 throttle. There we go. Good shot. Good shot. Oh, split. Die.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Like I said, this guy's gonna be a problem.
Torpedoes
Oh
to
my
starboard.
gosh, my dispersion's killing me. Oh, please don't tell me I was short. Oh, 1 over pen. Yeah, I am shooting. My armor piercing is just slicing right through him. His armor's too thin. Oh boy. How can I approach this without... I'm running into issues here. I'm gonna run into a crossfire in a hot second if that Kansas runs into it. I need to kill something. Pensacola's retreating. The Split's retreating. No, Split's... I'm gonna have to come up with something quick. I'm gonna have to start killing some stuff. Oh, bad time to turn, Ethan. You stupid idiot. You stupid, stupid, stupid idiot. This Kansas is about to absolutely end my existence. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Oh, that could have been so much worse. And now I got this destroyer over here to worry about.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Reload with high explosive. I've got high explosive loaded. And I gotta start repairing my ship.
The ship is on fire.
I'm toast, guys. We're all just eating crow here. Let's see if I can kill the Fuso here. Thank goodness. That's the one thing I had going for me. Maybe I can get the Kansas too. Except he's way more armored than the Fuso is.
Torpedoes to port.
That's my final salvo. Alright, well, I have not been doing well today. I think I've lost every single battle so far. Alright, more questions. What game is it? This is World of Warships. Video of Candlestick Park at 5 would be cool. Yeah, that'd be an interesting one. How's my... How do I already forget how to switch ships. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this guy's toast. Alright, let's keep going. Let's battle on. Oh, what's up, Hunter? Hunter in chat. How dare you, evil Northeasterner, try to tell them that their Tornado Alley supposedly is and isn't SMH. Would you make a video about the December 28th, 2024 outbreak? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Ooh, this is a good question from Greg. What is your go-to snack while chasing? Usually have a couple of different snacks in the car. I like Cheez-Its. Like extra toasted Cheez-Its are always good. And then the other thing that I'll do too, like definitely don't take this as health advice, but like if I'm in a thing that I always keep just to keep like high calorie whatever, sugary whatever goodness in the car, Pop-Tarts. I love brown cinnamon sugar Pop-Tarts. I only ever eat them while chasing. No, I'm not playing for any missions, Hunter, just having fun. Has Wrigley Field had any close calls with a strong tornado? I don't know. I don't know if Wrigley Field's had any close calls with a strong one. Chris Risky has a good video on Chicago-based tornadoes. I'd recommend that video. Carmen asks, what's my favorite tornado? I don't have a favorite tornado, I would say. Yeah, I don't have a favorite tornado. I like. I mean, there's like tornadoes that interests me. I love like big, like tall, photogenic, high-based tornadoes. Like one of my favorite like tornadoes is classic like High Plains Colorado tornadoes are like some of my favorite tornadoes. Like Ray, Campo, like really photogenic tornadoes. Ones that are in the middle of nowhere and don't kill anybody. When chasing in New Mexico, it's an all-subs burrito. May of 2023, like that was like the whole theme of that chasecation was chasing in New Mexico. It was a good time. Great storms every single day. And I forecasted correctly every single day, which helps. Granted, it was only the last day that was like a kind of a difficult forecast. It was like we were chasing like far, like probably like an hour outside of Albuquerque almost. Like the elevation was like at 6,000 feet elevation. Like dew points were like in the upper 40s, and like but the air temperature, like ambient temperature, was like I think like high 50s. So it was like a nice temperature dew point spread, and the storms produced tornadoes. So a lot of orthographic lift too. It was just weird having to wear like a thick sweatshirt while storm chasing because the wind was ripping and like it was actually like cold outside. So that was fun. My favorite is pretty much the opposite. Windsor, Colorado EF3 is a very interesting tornado. You know, kind of like the backs, like that backside of the surface low, or kind of like on the far, if I'm recalling the setup correctly. That was the same low pressure system that ended up producing like the Quinter tornado and Parkersburg, obviously. Yeah, I read that right. Windsor, Colorado EF3. I don't know why all of a sudden my brain went to I was like, wait, did they mean the Windsor? Not Windsor, Colorado. Windsor, Ontario. Because Windsor, Ontario has had a couple over the years, recently, if I'm not mistaken. I know they had like an EF2 a couple years ago. Or something like that, if I'm recalling correctly. That Mogami pushed up way too early and is in the middle of...
Enemy submarine in sight.
Wait, where's the sub? Oh, whoa. Okay, that's a problem. We do not want him. He's out of range of my planes. Yeah, that Mogami's dead. Hate to see it. Undetected. That's got to be... Oh, it's a submarine. Is he a periscope depth? Oh, no, he's on the surface. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave.
Enemy battleship detected. Enemy cruiser sighted.
HMS Hood. Beautiful ship. Rest in peace, HMS Hood. If you're a World War II fan, you know. Ooh, weird question. Favorite radar image or hook echo of a tornado? This is probably a very biased answer, but the June 1st tornado, when it was like over Brimfield, had a very classic supercell shape and debris ball on radar, which was kind of nutty. Just seeing it over Massachusetts, like that's why it was like so intriguing to me, at least. All right, our cap's getting flipped. That's a problem. But to be fair, we have all three caps, but we're 2 ships down. That's going to be an issue. But now that we have... All right, we got HMS Hood with me. So that's good. He has so many more health points than me. Oh, jeez. Oh, shoot. Duke of York just squeezed off a couple shots at me. They're short, though. That Brandenburg I need to get a visual on. Let's see if we can... Alright, we've lost 3 ships. Hood's turning back. But I'm thinking if we start flanking over on this side, I think I might just have to go for it. I don't want to get caught in a crossfire. Oh, we're losing everybody. How do I want to do this? I think I just gotta start sending it. I mean, what else do I have to lose these days? Oh, I'm detected. That's a problem. Sims. That's a problem.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port. Enemy cruiser detected.
He's ducking into smoke, but he's still visible. At least it looks like he's ducking into smoke. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Reload. Reload. Reload.
Spotted an enemy submarine. Enemy battleship sighted.
Oh, thank God he's dead. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have some fun here in a second with the Brandenburg. Am I spotted by planes? Any aircraft's going? Oh, they're right there. Alright. We're getting absolutely crushed now. Oh, Lanta. I didn't realize. How did I not have my guns swung over this way? Let's brawl, baby. Brandenburg. Let's dance. So we can get his turrets. I'm gonna eat one of his torpedoes.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
Oh, I am. He's gonna get his other torpedoes around. I forgot the Brandenburg has torpedoes. Unless I can smash his... Yeah, he just got his torpedoes away. Reload.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
I'm dead.
Ship is on fire.
That fire's gonna kill me. Well, it's nice knowing y'all. All right. Kelsey, thank you for the super chat. That's very appreciated. I'm going to answer some more questions here because apparently I'm not very good at World of Warships right now. The most underrated EF4 is probably the 2003 Kansas. Well, that would technically, if we're going to be technical, F4, 2003. 2012 big EF4 March. That was isn't that Henryville? Was that March 2nd? Here, I'll let's talk a little bit more tornadoes because after all, guest mode. Henryville. Yeah. Yeah, that day was nuts because that day was like the most insane jet stream. Like I think it was just beyond sheared. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's all right, Michael. Leave it to me to bring up technicalities. Says the guy that, well, everybody gets mad in my Greensburg video comments because I called it the first EF5, and everybody's like, "Oh, was it? I thought it was more," and it's like eye roll, as in like more 99 in Bridge Creek or whatever, and it's like no, it's first EF5, E, emphasis on E. March to 2012. And if we turn on ERA, yeah, 500 millibar, yeah, huge cutoff low. And what do we got? What's that? 100, 110, 120 knot flow, aloft. Which is nuts. Makes up for the lack of and I think like the photographs for that day too were insane. They were just like zooming off the page. Yeah. A relative motion. That motion vector, the thing's probably cranking at 70 knots. Well, let's see. Let's do a rough calculation. Path length. 49 miles. And it started at it doesn't give an end time to calculate how fast it was. Bust out the trusty Texas Instrument TI-30X 2S. I have like 3 of these calculators sprinkled in like various locations. Headed out for a work trip. Thanks again, Ethan. Have an awesome day. Thank you, Kelsey. Enjoy your work trip. Well, as much as you can, enjoy a work trip. But let's see. Oh, we're not about to end, I don't think. I'm probably gonna do another hour or so. I'm usually good for about 2 hours before my voice gets really hoarse. It was funny, I was at a wedding this weekend and my voice was beyond shot on Sunday. But it has since recovered this morning. Do the surprise button. Huh. It just casually gives me Joplin. Yeah, beyond of a cape bomb of a day. Yeah, is this surface-based cape? Or, I forget. Yeah, surface-based cape. And I think dew points, yeah, I mean, well above 70 dew points. $500 millibar, cutoff low, up and over Minnesota. Surface based. Oh no, I want a 2 dew point. Yeah, that's a huge surface low. What? Does it give me? It doesn't really give me isobar values. Either way, fairly strong surface low. Huge surface low. Yes, the 10% EFI. Well, I mean, you have to remember too. With like, I mean, the SPC, like, the SPC has gotten really, really good at their forecasting, in terms of like area wise. really dialing in their forecasts and stuff like that. So, it's looking back at those older outbreaks. It's like you had to remember that computing was not at all where it was today, and atmospheric models were like borderline garbage. It was 2011. Like, was it still the Ruck that was like the main high res model? What did the Her replace? I think the Her's getting. I'm pretty sure the Her's getting replaced soon, like another 2 years. Yeah, was it the Ruck? Anyway. A Thurman F4 in Colorado. Deadliest tornado in Colorado history. Let's do this. Oh. $1928, 1947. And it's crazy that these things got ratings as high as they did, given that 1924, like, this is so, like, if you've ever been in this part of Colorado, there is nothing out there. Campo. There's Windsor. Now this is... Yeah. Yuma Day. I was out in Yuma this year. Earlier this year. Where was that, I need Earth open. I have borders, labels. I don't need terrain. I don't think I need roads. Was it Campo that had the Japanese internment camp? What was it? There was a Eastern Colorado town, or was it Springfield? I'll know it when I see it. It wasn't Kit Carson. I like know where it was like on the southwest corner of I think it was Grenada. Yeah, down here. Like Grenada, obviously very photogenic. Tornado a couple of years ago outside of there. I don't know if many of you know this, but this, I've driven by it once, but this right here is the remnants of a Japanese internment camp from World War II, or one of the Japanese internment camps. You can see like the little foundations of where the shacks and stuff used to be. Kind of a dark part of U.S. history during World War II. But kind of a fun fact about Grenada. Well, I guess it's not that fun of a fact. Was Grenada 2020? No, that's 2007. Wait, do we have 2023 in here? Yeah, this guy. That was a really beautiful one, wasn't it? Um, oh, the Yellowstone Canyon. Let me turn on. This guy. That is pretty crazy. Oh, wait. This is the 2021 one. Wait, what? What is this? Hold on. Wasn't there another high altitude tornado that I'm thinking of? Why does that say 2021? Now I'm rattled. Turn off. I think wasn't it like an EF2 or something? In high altitude. So 2021 and 2019. Am I losing my mind? I might be losing my mind. Maybe it's 2022. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't losing my mind. Yeah. Yeah, the Park and Forest Service. Okay. All right, just making sure that I wasn't completely losing my mind. I was like, I knew there was another high altitude tornado, like in that time frame. Interesting. Can I do like 2022 and 1987? I can't do both. Enter. 1987. Oh well. All right. Let me look at a couple more of these questions. It feels like the pressure drop in tornadoes comes from two things: the vertical winds and also the dynamic pressure from the horizontal winds. So the question is, three-axis pitot tube, multi-axis. Would you even see a real pressure drop? You would have to, I would think. If you're just accounting for... It makes you wonder if incompressible flow is valid for wind field approximations. Compressible versus incompressible flow. Like, once you start talking about compressible flow, it makes everything not fun. Life is easier when we're talking incompressible. Or when we're talking, incompressible. Oh, I just realized my video preview's still like, whatever. Let me... What's a ship I could do? That's fun. I do have a couple... So I have a couple premium ships. I have the Massachusetts and Alabama. They're the same... I don't know why I bought the Alabama. I bought this like years ago, and then the Massachusetts became available again, and I bought the Massachusetts because I'm a big fan of the USS Massachusetts, being a Massachusetts born and bred guy. But then I also, for fun, have the USS Atlanta, which is a very fragile ship, but a very fun ship, just because it's got so many 5-inch guns on it that you can just rapid fire high explosive shells and just put fires on everybody's decks. No, Hunter, I am against subs. Let's play Japanese destroyers, because it's like that's a more slippery fun. Oh. I'm getting multiple emails all of a sudden. All right. Tier 6 battle throughout. Love that. No carriers. Couple of subs though. All right. Let's have some fun. We're gonna rush the cap at D. We're gonna try to take cover behind that island over there. And hope for the best. Battleship New Jersey. You know, it's, they run a good channel over there. Ryan Sermansky. I like his channel. You know, really niche World War II stuff that they talk about there. Not necessarily the most polished videos, but they're great. If you just want to learn stuff. But I love that. The thing I love about USS Massachusetts is that it pretty much was retired after World War II, so it kept its World War II complete configuration. So it's like Battleship New Jersey and like all the Iowas that are preserved, they have a bunch of extra stuff on them, like missiles, guided stuff, whereas Massachusetts is like a pure World War II vessel, so, or World War II era technology vessel. So that's why I love looking at it that way.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
We're going to try to slip this cap. Undetected. But the, oh shoot, I'm going to run into this island. I am the smoothest brain. You ever watch Drakenfeld? Yes, he's also, he's great. All right. Are we contested? Uh-oh. Did my camera die? This is gonna be a problem. Give me 1 second, folks. I will
Engine boost deactivated.
grab a battery in a second. Alright, I'm gonna grab a battery. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to grab a battery. My camera died. I'm capturing. Nobody knows I'm here. See if we can capture the area. I don't know if they can see me through the islands like this. Let's hope for the best. Nobody's contesting it. Oh, this guy's gonna ruin my day. Please don't get shot. Please don't get shot. Don't reset the count. Don't reset the count. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get some spotting done now. And throw some torps in the water. Might dump some torps towards that smoke screen. Oh shoot. I just got spotted for a hot second, but I'm gonna start smoking up.
Roger.
Alright, Fuso.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target. Smoke screen set.
Do I just dump some torpedoes towards this thing? Yeah, sorry, I know the camera's dead, folks, but we'll... Oh... That guy just ate a bunch... Our guy just ate a bunch of torpedoes. I'm gonna leave one torpedo tube in reserve. Oh, oh. We're going to hold off and let him eat my wall of skill. He's not changing any course. My torpedoes are going to get him. Let's go, folks. Come on. Oh, why'd I sail out? Oh! My torpedoes weren't the ones that killed him. Alright, well. Let's keep going. Let's stalk this Fuso. I know there's another destroyer over here. We're going to zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, I'm detected. That's not good. Run, run, run. Run, 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 run. Who am I spotted by? There must be another destroyer over here. Where is he, though? Where was he last spotted? Oh, he was up this way. Stay away from the Fuso. Stealth torp. Oh, he changed course. Smart Fuso. Oh, whoa. I actually hit something from that earlier set of torpedoes that I launched a while ago. Oh, actually, we might be looking better than I thought. We might be looking a lot better than I thought. We might land a couple of hits. Oh, let's go. Oh, he's turning now. Let's throw a couple more fish in the water. Wait until these other... He keeps changing his course. Oh, he's gonna... dump a couple more fish in the water. He's gonna spot me in a second. Yep. That's a problem.
Engine boost deactivated.
Oh, he's dead. Alright, well. I wasted my torpedoes on nothing. Any other tornado questions? Even though you can't see me. It's just literally my ship at the moment, but alright, I think your torpedoes were pathetic.
I owe you one.
Guys saying my torpedoes were pathetic.
Support the allied target.
Let's see if we can get... Oh, shoot.
Smoke generator started. Our team is taking the lead.
I was spotting. Okay, I might be dead.
Smoke screen set.
Oh, he still ate one.
Engine boost activated. Torpedoes, dead ahead. Torpedoes to starboard.
Another torpedo kill. See, destroyers are fun.
Well done, Commander.
Let's see if
The ship is on fire. Victory is in sight. Critical engine.
ah well. Did what I could. I'd say this was a good game for me.
Victory is in sight.
At least we got a win on the board. Anyway, any other fun questions? Ethan's torpedo, Ethan's camera. I'm gonna get the camera battery finally now. As I drop it. We're driving, chat. Oh, the other battery just fell into the oblivion. Oh, we're so back. We're so back. We are so back. Anyway, my ship is sinking. Oh, and that destroyed. Oh, I had 916 health left on him. I was so close to killing him. Good game, everyone. Woo! See? I did well. For once. Oh, you can't even see my previews over my name. I'm in 3rd place. All right. I'm going to save that replay because that was a fun one. Open up my Wargaming folder real quick. And I'll answer a couple questions now. Let's throw some questions in the chat. Hunter, I'm a goated Torp Destroyer captain. That's like what I like doing. That's why I need to grind for Shimikaze. I need to open my... Sorry, I'm just doing some folder. I can do this later, actually. Actually, no. I can do it really quick because I'm good like that. Desktop. Oh, there we go. Wait. Windows 11 is sometimes so silly. So silly. Oh, I do have a full... Anyway, all right. Besides the point. A sub main is crazy, Hunter. I remember when they added them, and you were right, like the uproar that happened after the fact was so funny. Gulf of Tonkin incident. I need a wind tunnel. I built a wind tunnel. I mean, it wasn't the most fun thing, but for the overpasses video, I built that wind tunnel. That was a fun build. Unfortunately, with the living in the apartment now, I can't build as much stuff as I used to. I need to build more stuff. Throwback to one of my homemade drop songs, or radio songs I made out of breakout boards. Fun time. Fun times. Hello, August 2nd. That's funny, I saw a tornado on August 2nd in New York and Connecticut in 2020. I'm just scrolling back, seeing if I missed anything. A lot of back and forth. Have you considered doing a video or two on how weather impacted major wars? Yeah, the first, the Pacific, the Enterprise one about Pearl Harbor, that one was like kind of the first video that I tested out. And it's funny, that video like performed horribly for the first 2 days, and then it finally like found its audience and then blew up. But that was like a 10 out of, like, it was my worst performing video for the first 2 days in the out of my last 10 videos, and then it skyrocketed. I think it's now like a 3 of 10 now. So it just took some time to find its audience. No questions, but thanks for doing these streams. They're a lot of fun. I'm glad you find these streams fun, Dixon. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just something different. Break it up, get to hear from you guys. I've been trying to, the past couple of streams, I'm trying to stream more frequently and just kind of do random things and, field questions and stuff like that, because it's fun. I like talking to y'all, and God knows my girlfriend doesn't need to hear any more weather talk than she already has to. So this is my way of outletting it. Oh gosh. I say C as if not a Fubuki, such an obnoxiously hard to spot ship. I don't have my concealment very low on my Fubuki, because I'm still... Wait, do I have 4 points now? I have 2 undistributed points. Oh, I do have... I need to get concealment expert, but I haven't gotten the 4. I need 2 more points for this Japanese captain that I'm building out. So... once I have that, then my destroyers will be killing it. So I need another 2 skill points to add that to the repertoire for this captain. Then it'll be a really stealthy ship. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry I missed your question earlier, Sushi. I think I did see it, but sometimes I'll be completely upfront in the fact that I'm dyslexic and I have a hard time reading sometimes. Which is funny, because if you watch a lot of my earlier videos, I really struggled with the narrations, and I don't know, I wasn't like doing that many takes and stuff. Like, some of my old videos are impossible for me to watch now, but it's a skill that I've really worked hard on in order to get better at. And I recently invested in a teleprompter too, which was, you know, one of the best investments that I've ever made for the channel. So this past the Tornado Alley video was the first video that I've used the teleprompter on, and like it's a night and day difference of how much better I am on camera. Anywho, the Smithburg. In terms of potential strength, what's stronger, Hackleburg or Smithville? I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't like super, like, I don't. The strongest tornado argument, I think, is a very, I think it's an arbitrary argument. I kind of hate the argument because in reality, the strongest tornado ever to happen is probably one that happened long ago, not possible to be observed. So always you have to add the stipulation in recorded weather history. I don't know. Hackleburg was pretty beastly. Smithville was pretty beastly. Both of them are in conversations. I've had a video concept I've wanted to do to like do a methodical approach to what would be the strongest tornado. And honestly, it would probably end up being one of the real long-tracked tornadoes, just because of the fact, like, I think, like, honestly, like a Bassfield, while it doesn't have the most impressive damage, just because it was on the ground for so long and was so wide, if you want to measure strongest in the correct units for which you would measure strength, it would ultimately be a tornado like that would, kind of dominate. Because I don't equate fastest wind speeds as strongest. It's two different units of measure if we really want to take the engineering look at it, because that's the person I am. Let's open the container. Ooh, we got some good flags to add. Let's go to let's do this. What time is it? I think I'll do another like 20 minutes. Let's pop open we'll end the game. And we'll pop open that guest mode. And then we'll do this too. Oh, that's the wrong thing I meant to grab. Put me back in one of the corners. And I'm gonna plug the some of the socials real quick. They're on the bottom right corner of the screen. I'm also gonna plug a couple of other things. The website, June1stweather.com. Very beautiful website. I've been doing a little bit more writing recently. I've been writing a couple blogs that I did. Talked about the fires a bit, and I talked about storm chasing imposter syndrome recently. We have some merch stuff, which I've done a horrible job at plugging, but hand-drawn shirts that I've done. I'm not the best artist, but some fun shirts if you want to help the channel out and wear some cool swag. And if you have any recommendations for products that I could figure out, please let me know. I do have a Blue Sky JM Studios. I think it's just Ethan Moriarty. I don't know. I haven't added it to the this thing. Ethan.Moriarty. I think it's Ethan Moriarty. What happens if I just search Ethan Moriarty on a... Yeah. It's just Ethan Moriarty at Blue Sky Social. That's my Blue Sky account. trying to post a little bit more over there just to diversify things a bit. Here's me holding a pizza. Anyway. And then also too, if this is just another little plug. Don't feel obliged to join. But we do also have a Patreon page. Especially so like videos that are going to be like I was talking about earlier in the stream, there's going to be a couple of more advertisers or advertised videos. What are they? Sponsored videos, I should say, in the coming months, as we gear up to do a little bit more content out in the field. So I'm going to be bumping up sponsored content. So please don't accuse me of selling out. I'm reinvesting all of it back into the channel. So just the way that, the economy goes, especially now that we're in Q1 and Q1 ad rates are not as good as Q4 ad rates for YouTube ads. So I upload all the videos here ad free. I'm trying to do other bonus things. I'm going to start making more of the maps that I make for my videos. So I like hand draw my maps. So for example, I'll open up one of my map files just to kind of give you a sense of what I do for some of these videos, because I feel like it's a kind of cool. Bye sushi. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Another question: what did you run for hardware on the airdrop probe? Oh, it's just like simple, like it's just like a collection of breakout boards that I made a custom PBB shield for it, and then I was running everything off of a Teensy. Well, the latest one was off of a Teensy 3 point something, but before that it was just an Arduino Mega, and then it was just a fully printed 3D bracket and small battery that you could attach to either a balloon or parachute that would be deployed from a UAV. For like analyzing the SVC and stuff like that. That was kind of the purpose of that project. So I wonder if this is like, so 3 tiers, ad-free videos are in the first tier. Supercell expanded Discord server, behind the scenes stuff that I'm going to be posting. And I ask, there's only a couple Supercell patrons at the moment, but I want to start including more of those guys in the development process of some of the videos. How did you verify that the shield would work? Sounds like a really hard to get in controlled environment to test error in. Oh, I just would launch it. Like we just, we would calibrate all the sensors beforehand in like a little chamber. And then we did like range testing and stuff like that in the field. We went on like either side of Long Island, or not Long Island, New Haven Harbor. So part of us were in East Haven, and the other part were like across on Long Wharf. And we were trying to see how far we could do long range radio at close to the ground, so we can make sure that we could recover it. It was just like that type of stuff, because we had a whole receiver that we had set up with a directional and omnidirectional antenna. In the most recent development, but I haven't done much with this project in the past couple of years just because I've been so focused on content. Maps. I was talking about maps. I wanted to show one of the maps that I did for a recent video. So, or just like what goes into some of the maps that I make. So one of my most recent videos is Edmund Fitzgerald. Well, second most recent, but very involved map on this one. So I'll pull up the Lake Superior file. So I don't know if this is interesting to anyone. This is kind of behind the scenes-y type stuff, but I want to start making more maps because I like drawing them. I hand draw, like I could just use like a QGIS or whatever to make my maps, but I like hand making my maps. So, so for example here, what I do is I start with turn off everything. Start with an export from like Google Earth or whatever. Then I draw in the land, and then I add water, and then I add a little bit of shadowing, and then if there's cities involved, I'll add cities. If there's borders, draw on the borders, and then I add a little bit of texturing too to give the map some character, so it's not too. So yeah, some fun weather stuff on the side here, or behind the scenes stuff. That's interesting. But anyway, I want to add that to the Patreon, like downloadable maps and stuff that you can print for yourself or whatever. Oh, are you talking about I can't control conditions in a storm? Oh, I see what you're saying. All this stuff, like all this stuff is conformal coded. And then we did like moisture tests and stuff like that. Like the moisture stuff was kind of funny. What we did is like ran a shower super hot and just ran the thing until it like reached like 90 something % humidity. Been learning a lot about instrumentation the past few months, working on my Messinet. Well, there's a lot to learn. I know I'm at the So I think the thing is like, I mean, you can like, there's a couple approaches to this, or in terms of philosophies, JM, and the thing is that this was a very iterative process. So we started pretty dumb, and then we went through multiple iterations of the designs to the point where eventually, like, there was at one point we had a full custom PCB layout on the docket that never ended up getting built, but we had a whole like PCB design and everything, where everything we just completely shied away from breakout boards. But a lot of was learned by iterating and doing, and not trying to go full out off the bat. Trying to come up with like a finalized product right off the bat. So that's kind of how we approached it when we were in the throes of doing the development of, some of our sensor work and stuff like that. And like I have another, it's over yonder. I don't have all of the stuff here, but where's my live cam? I gotta start. I forgot that I have the Stream Deck now, so I can start. I don't need to use OBS for everything, but like, so like this is one of the more later prototypes. And then I have like an earlier prototype over here. Just stuff that I have on display. So another breakout board. I don't know if I need to keep this over here, but you get the gist. Another couple designs that I've worked on. And then I have yes, everything's in a van box, completely non-controlled ESD stuff. And a couple other, little testing beds that I had worked on. I've been kind of sitting on the sidelines, trying out a couple of other different breakout board sensors and stuff for that guy. New GPS module and different humidity and atmospheric sensors, just to try to find which ones we could get the most accurate with. So, but like I said, I haven't. Hopefully, you can still hear me. But yeah, it was just so much iterative. A lot of iterative stuff. I mean, iteration is fine and good, but it's like if you want to do field testing, you want to do something to compare against, you don't have anything to compare against. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's such a difficult problem to tackle. You can only do so much in terms of, beforehand testing. I mean, you can do like acceleration tests, you can do, environmental tests to the best of your ability, But I mean, eventually you just have to go theoretical at some point. I mean, I know that's what we had. I mean, with a lot of the testing that I had to do with my last like defense job, um, a lot of like the, you know, I gotta be careful what I can say here. It's a lot that I can't say here. A lot of stuff came down to just analysis, and you just had to trust the analytical processes. So you got to trust engineering, and if it fails, it fails. Then you go back to the drawing board, and if it's like you don't have like you know, you have to trust the measurements you can get, and introduce error where you can get. So. No, I'm not someone, and I will be the first, if anybody's watching, that's important. No, I am not someone that has been a part of War Thunder information leaks. I don't play War Thunder. I only play World of Warships. I don't even play World of Tanks. I'm a big ship guy. Engineering is different than science because with engineering you still have healthy margins for error. I mean, it's like I said, it's still an impossible problem. With like what some of the stuff we're trying to do is, it's like you can try to make the most accurate, you know, sensor packages and stuff, but it's never going to be perfect. You can only get to, you know, what you can present the information that, say, if you have a successful deployment or whatever, but then again, you have to state your assumptions and, you know, present what you find, and sure, you might get, you know, people kind of hopefully that honking's not being picked up. Rush hour is brutal this time of year. I know accuracy matters so much, but when it's such a difficult problem to tackle, you know, there's going to be, you know, you're going to be at the limitations of instrumentation, and there's only so much that you can control. It's such an uncontrollable environment. You have to pretty much just be upfront with what you can and cannot do. Imagine if World of Warships had a parade float mode. I like it, Will. Good to see you too. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know if there's anything else I want to show. Recently. I mean, you can admit to yourself, you can admit to others. Part of me just doesn't want to get clowned on, LOL. That's just part, like, I mean, having been on the receiving end of atmosphere or on journal paper notes, no matter what, they're gonna trash you, and you just can't let your like. Unfortunately, I mean, in some of the scientific review process, there's a lot of sometimes depending on the editors that you get, there's gonna be egos at play and stuff like that, but you just kind of have to ignore it. You just kind of have to bite your tongue and yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, sure, everyone the idea of doing the probe stuff is obviously ideal, and it's obviously like a really romantic idea. Um, but at the same time too, you just can't like it's such a hard like how do I phrase this? People are gonna do what they're gonna do. You know, you just gotta take it in stride and not let ego be a dominating factor. Unfortunately, I mean, it's going to be prevalent no matter where, in whatever field you look in, but it's important to remove yourself from the equation. I know I get people try to clown on me all the time in my comment sections when it comes to like damage analysis videos and stuff like that, but frankly, if they really want to be upset at me, make a video just as good as mine and come at me then. It's the way I look at it. All right. If you see those pods. Yeah, I mean, it's good to also, I mean, redundancies, like obviously with like some of the air packages and drop, like what I was doing was more of like kind of like a drop son type of thing. I guess, but if I'm someone who believes if you want to do something, you have to do it right. And hearing there's no good way to make it makes me feel weird. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, no matter who you talk to, everyone's going to have a different opinion. I mean, you're going to have your way of doing something right, but there's no one set answer to get something done right. Especially when it comes to something as complex as this, there's always going to be multiple ways to go about it. Unfortunately, nobody's ever. I mean, I've been trying to think of ways to get packages up into Thunderstorm safely. I mean, free floating packages are there's always going to be an inherent risk. Balloon launch is the default, but that introduces its own issues. Yeah, sure. I mean, I think with a lot of this stuff, there's always going to be some sort of inherent risk. Anything that involves, I mean, even the ground probes, you can say that there's inherent risk. I mean, obviously in the deployment of them, there's inherent risk. Even if it's well ahead of the storm and you're just, you're laying out a bunch of portable mesonet sites. There's always going to be risk. Driving's a risk. The world is risky. I think I'm going to be wrapping up here in a couple minutes, guys. I gotta start dinner here I want to start dinner here soon. Yeah, don't shoot rockets into tornadoes. Yeah, yeah. It was funny. Reed was actually on the last GeoGuessr stream. It'd be funny if you popped by right now. You two could go at it if you really wanted to. Yeah, if you're trying to put something in a tornado, that's just inherently. Yeah, exactly. Everything's a risk. Even the safest things on paper are risk. Heck, I mean, there's other stuff that's way more dangerous and deadly if you really look at it. I know we had to go through a lot of risk mitigation when it came to the drops on stuff that I was doing. Which, ultimately, the whole thing about that was, we weren't even, we were just looking at, kind of more supercell dynamics and stuff like that, less about, tornado wind field dynamics. It was just, we were more interested in supercell processes and stuff like that. So that's why we're targeting like the Streamwise vorticity current and stuff like that, and inflow mechanisms and stuff like that. That was kind of more the target of the work that we were doing. But anyway, anywho, guys, fun stream. Thanks so much for stopping by. As always, join the Discord, linked below. And Patreon, it's linked below. If you want to support the channel on a monthly basis, it's greatly appreciated. Ad-free videos, behind the scenes interactions, and other stuff like that towards content. And June 1st, weather.com/shop for merch. That's the plugs that I have for today. Other than that, don't feel the need to partake in that if you're unable. Watching the videos and supporting the channel that way is just fine as well. So, as always, folks, stay safe out there when it comes to severe weather. And we'll be doing another stream probably in another several weeks. So, in the meantime, cheers.